Hello, my name is Collection Connoisseur. I collect digital thingamabobs and video games, and today I'm playing Monster Train. This time on Monster Train, we will of course be going through the next expert challenge. Let's see what that is. The next expert challenge is Stealthiest Bosses, adding duality to the ninja training mutator just so bosses can't get hit. What? That does not sound good. Alright, minor bosses enter with Stealth 5. Okay. And double stacks of all status effects. Ooh, painful. Very painful. Luckily it's only minor bosses, but you know, most of the bosses are minor bosses, so that's not great. So they're gonna come in with Stealth 10. Stealth 10 on bosses. How do we deal with that? Well, I'm not sure. We're gonna have to figure it out. So who are we playing as, though? Let's play as Umbra Awoken. We got this divine win with Covenant rank 6. When we did this back then, we did it with the primary clan for both of them. So why not do the exiled champion for both of them? So the exiled Umbra, exiled Awoken. This seems pretty nice, actually, because the Primordium could really add some ability to survive, which might be how we deal with extremely stealthy bosses. So, let's go with this. And I don't know how we're going to do this one. I feel like this might be one of the harder expert challenges, but I can't tell currently. It could be either way. I do really like seeing Glimmer. Glimmer is really nice for dealing with the things that are not bosses, especially if you can put a true stone in it. Engine upgrade is fine, maybe? Maybe? The Ant-Umbra Assault is kind of nice. I do like Ant-Umbra Assault. So generally I like this starting deck. We are going up against Seraph the Chaste, which removes half of any buff and debuff effect stacks. I don't think that Seraph the Chaste starts with any stealth. I don't think that the ×2 is going to affect Seraph the Chaste at all, which is kind of nice. The duality helping Seraph the Chaste would be kind of bad for us. This does double the status effects for my units as well, so any green status effects are good for me. I'm going to start with my champion upgrade. So, Stalwart Snack or Superfood? Superfood is kind of what I was thinking about, because if we do Superfood, we could have lots and lots of health, which might be what we need to deal with bosses that have a lot of stealth. I haven't done much with Stalwart Snack, because if you do a lot of Stalwart Snack, you really can't do too much with it. But according to my notes, we've never gone Stalwart Snack all the way. So maybe we go Stalwart Snack this time, and hope to get lots of times that we eat the Primordium. Sure, let's try it. I don't know how that's going to work, but we'll try it. Spells get an extra upgrade slot, I always like that. The champion starting with plus 50% attack is not great when our champion starts with 3. Shadow Box is pretty decent. It's pretty decent, but is it worth it compared to Lightstone Casing? I don't think so. I think Lightstone Casing just adds a lot of good benefit over the course of a run. So let's take Lightstone Casing. Now, Fossilized Fangs I really like. Yeah, I really like Fossilized Fangs. Granted, we have to find a unit that has a Gorge ability for it to be worthwhile, whereas Lost Luggage is worthwhile kind of no matter what. But I think Fossilized Fangs could really make some unit extremely strong. Alright, let's start with this. Granted, Fossilized Fangs is much better for the primary champion because it has a Gorge ability. But anyway. I do want Aggressive Amulet because I really want that unit draft. And honestly, because we've got Glimmers, Plinks, and Umbra Assault, I don't mind giving them more attack. We're going to be hitting them a lot with our spells. In our opening deck, we really don't have much to feed with the Primordium except for Train Stewards. So I guess we're going to try to get a Train Steward to feed the Primordium to. That does mean that we could add the Primordium at the top immediately. I kind of want to start with a Plink. I do kind of want to play Engine Upgrade. The Root Seeds is also good because we get the attack benefit every time we eat the Primordium, so adding Root Seeds to Primordium is pretty good. So the question is, am I doing Umbra Assault or Plink? Because I'm going to do probably one of those. Let's think. We've got how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 slots? We couldn't add both morsel units to the top if I did Umbra Assault, but I could add my favorite one. Let's do Umbra Assault. It's guaranteed to kill this, which is nice. So then we've got morsel units. Ooh, Lifesteal 2 because of duality. I like that. So Lifesteal is nice. Let's add our... Do we want to add the Umbra morsel or the Lifesteal? I kind of like the Lifesteal 2. Let's add the Lifesteal 2. So the Lifesteal goes up here. The Primordium goes up here. Both of those are going to get eaten by Train Stewards. By a Train Steward, I guess. And then we play Engine Upgrade in the center, because I don't think we're ever going to use the center. And then Root Seeds to my Primordium. Alright, we really do need a Train Steward next round. That's the main problem. We need to draw a Train Steward right now. We did? We did. Alright. So we add our Train Steward up here. Oh, the Ember Drain gets the duality. Alright. I did not realize that Ember Drain would get the double. That's terrifying. That is terrifying. That means I don't have any Ember next turn. Ooh, this is bad. This is bad. Alright. That means that playing something at the top is so much worse. So much worse. Oh, we ate something, so we actually only had 2 Ember go away and the engine upgrade. So we've got plenty of Ember this turn, I guess. Plenty of Ember, I guess. We want to do Glimmer. You're going to hit the Pyre, unfortunately, and I don't see a way that you're not going to hit it twice. So you're going to hit the Pyre twice, and I don't like that. Can we prevent you guys from hitting the Pyre too many times? The main problem is actually your 5 damage. Oh no, because you're going to gain 3 health. Okay, that's not too bad. I want to do both the Plink and the Umbra Assault. And I probably should do only one of those. In theory... So, in theory, we don't kill this one with our Train Steward. Which means that doing the Glimmer doesn't do that much because it removes 1 spell shield. Yeah, that doesn't do much. So the Umbra Assault is probably what we want. That gives us our choice of which morsel we play, and we're definitely going to play the Morsel Mine. Great. Another Lifesteal would be nice, but the Morsel Miner is far too good to not play. Now we could play the Morsel Excavator here with a Train Steward in the center. I actually kind of like that. We can also do that at the bottom. The other option is play Root Seeds on my Primordium again, which is also a good option. I think let's play... If we play the Train Steward, that means the Train Steward will take up some of the boss's stealth, which is very nice. We don't mind if that Train Steward dies, as long as it takes up some of the stealth. Alright, 12 damage right here. 12 damage is sad. Okay. So you are going to die, but you're going to die after taking up a couple of the stealth. Oh, right, it's 10 stealth. Right. 10 stealth. We should probably put a Train Steward behind. So this Train Steward will survive a bit because it's going to get hit, and then it's going to hit with Lifesteal, the Trusted Priest. So it survives a couple turns, which means that this Train Steward is going to take another 2 stealth from Chains the Sighted. So let's put another Train Steward here. So it takes another 2 stealth from Chains the Sighted. And then of course we want the Root Seeds here. Oh man, you're going to deal a lot of damage to my Pyre. I'm taking a lot of damage in this starting battle. Oh man, I'm down to 11. So we have to kill Chains the Sighted because we really just can't afford not to. Chains the Sighted, if it hits their Pyre twice, we die. How about that? Well, I think that means we need to play another Root Seeds. We don't have a way to get a morsel without killing a unit. Oh, except that we have an Umbra morsel just sitting in there. Chains the Sighted needs to lose more stealth, and I don't see how we're going to do that. And you get lifesteal, so playing Glimmer here doesn't really do anything. Same with Plink. So Root Seeds is kind of the only thing that's going to do anything for us. I mean, we're still going to play Glimmer and Glimmer, but it doesn't do anything. Okay, so we are winning. Great. Weight of Contrition and win. All right. This is a scary one. Now granted, it wasn't the boss that stopped me, it was the people going up, but the duality really hurt me that time. We're gonna have to make it so that duality helps me instead of hurts me. And I need to figure out how that's gonna happen. I kind of like Space Prism the most of these. Let's take the Space Prism. Apply Regen 10. Ooh, Regen 10 is not bad. Yeah, Regen 10 is quite nice. Razor Sharp Edge is pretty nice too, but we've got to take Wildwood Sap. The Regen 10 is just too strong. Alright. We have Crucible Warden, which has Gorge gain Damage Shield 2, plus our Gorge effects happen twice. So every time he gorges, he gets 4 damage shield. I think we have to take that. Yep, Crucible Warden, here you are. And then that hopefully makes it so that we can deal with bosses, because we have a ridiculous amount of damage shield. So now we have to be able to make our deck work for the non-bosses. Another Umbra unit might be good. Merchant of Steel might be good. Merchant of Magic might be good. All of those might be good. We have to not get hit by too many enemies going up the train. I think the best thing we can do for that is go towards Merchant of Magic. I need to win this next fight, and I'm currently worried about dying in the next one. So, let's peek at what the Merchant of Magic has. Double stack on Stackstone, we can get 20 regen. Alright, that's helpful, but it's actually not that helpful now that we have something that gorges to get damage shield. Which means I probably want to re-roll here, but let's take our artifact first. Interesting. Conscription Notice is interesting. Channel Heart is pretty nice if we got Sting spells. And I do kind of want sting spells, but it doesn't do anything for me right now. Root Split Mask actually does help, because we want things to be rooted at the top so that they don't go past my top. Okay, Root Split Mask, you might save me in this next battle. Alright. As much as I want a Power Stone, I want to reroll and potentially buy this. If we got a Surge Stone, that would be pretty decent too, because I could put a Surge Stone on Plink, so I don't mind rerolling first. Let's reroll first. Eternal Stone. We could do Space Prism or Engine Upgrade. Both of them are kind of interesting. The Wildwood Sap is not as useful anymore now that we're going for Damage Shield. Let's do Space Prism. I like Space Prism. And that means that we could also put an Ember Stone on that Space Prism. Or we could put Ember Stone on any one of these things. Maybe we want an Ember Stone on a Root Seeds. Let's put it on a Root Seeds. And then I do want a Surge Stone on a Plink. Okay, I think this was a really good merchant. So, let's move on. I think we can win this next battle. Past that, I'm not sure yet. Enemy units enter with armor 10, and we've got a conduit redirector. I don't think we can turn that one on. Let's just click the fight button. Okay, so we can't play our Primordium first because it would have 2 Ember Drain and it would pass it on, right? Oh no, it wouldn't because that's only if you took Superfood. Right. Okay, we do want to play the Crucible Warden. We're going to play this stuff at the top, which means we're going to take some Ember Drain. And I just have to deal with the fact that we're going to take some Ember Drain. Guess there's no reason to put any particular order. Actually there is, because we could play Plink first. We could put the Rubble Morsel up there first. There we go. You get the Ember Drain because we're going to eat you. And then the Primordium and the Crucible Warden. Alright. This one is already going very well. Let's add Root Seeds to the Primordium. Oh, you got spikes. That's gonna hurt my Primordium. I need the Primordium not to die. Interesting. I need the Primordium not to die before it gets eaten. Anyway, adding Root Seeds to it is still the right plan. So Glimmer in the center is very nice. Probably want to do that. Plink at the bottom? Let's do Plink at the bottom. Oh, that was a perfect Plink. I like that I got a perfect Plink at the bottom. We should probably play Glimmer here to kill those two. And then the problem is that you are going to kill my Primordium. Unless we draw Glimmer at exactly the right time. Or we draw Wildwood Sap. I guess I could Wildwood Sap my Primordium. It's not my favorite thing to do, the Primordium, but we'll do it if we think it's right. Do we want a Train Steward at the bottom or in the middle with a Rubble Morsel? It's probably better than doing Umbra Assault. That doesn't get a Slay. Let's do it right here. Right here with a Rubble Morsel. And we still have one, so we could play another Train Steward at the bottom. Just get them out of the deck, basically. Okay, there's my Space Prism. I don't have much to do with the extra space right now, unfortunately, but there it is. Oh, the Rooted is 2. Haha, the Root Split Mask works with duality. How nice. The problem is that you are dying currently. The nice thing is that we're somewhat likely to draw Glimmer next turn, which would save you. That's the nice thing. That's about the nicest thing I can say. I guess we could plink... We could plink this and kill it, or we could plink here and do enough damage so that you don't get the second hit on that one. I think that's the best thing that we can do. And I will play the Space Prism here. I don't see a reason to play it elsewhere. This Train Steward goes here or at the bottom? Don't really see much of a reason either way, so let's put it here. Okay, you've got a bunch of stealth. The Train Steward will take a little bit of your stealth. I have Engine Upgrade, which I do like, and we've got Root Seeds, which I also like. We should probably play the Plink at the bottom. Darn, it did not hit the Conduit Redirector. How sad. Next. We certainly play this Root Seeds on our Primordium, because he passes all of his attack on. We play the Engine Upgrade in the center, no reason not to play it here. And then we play a Root Seeds at the top. Okay, you've got 19 damage shield, and you're gaining 4 every turn. I mean, you're also losing some every time you get hit, but still, I think you're doing quite well. So we could try a couple more plinks in the center. Let's do a plink in the center. Still didn't hit the back one. Let's try... How many more plinks do I want to try before I just do Glimmer? Glimmer is nice. I just want the extra gorge up here. So I'm going to try one more plink. Alright, well, it did not work out, so we play Glimmer now. And then we only get to play 1 Root Seeds, which is kind of sad. Ooh, also... Oh, you don't have spikes, because you're not Shard enhanced. So let's do the Root Seeds here. We are taking away some of the stealth, and honestly, we're going to win here, no problem. Alright, let's win here, no problem. That one went well. Woohoo! Lifesteal 8, but Ember Drain 4. Now granted, that's not great for us. That's not great for us. I don't really want another Space Prism. The Perils of Production could be good if I always play it on a Morsel unit. The problem with my deck and Morsel units is that I only get Morsel units if I slay something. Which means I don't have a very consistent set of Morsel units yet. But I want to get some. So why not take Perils of Production so that we can do that sort of deck? Sure, let's do it. I do really like Razor Sharp Edge, especially on my guy that has Damage Shield. It's also technically quite good on my champion, except that the champion you can only put it on once, because the champion only has 3 health. I think we should take it, but I'm not sure about taking another card like that right now. Unfortunately, I did it, but I did not feel very confident about it. The Merchant of Steel or a duplication service. What would we duplicate? The only thing I would want to duplicate is the Crucible Warden, and I don't think we care to duplicate that right now. So let's go left. Let's peek in the Divine Temple. I see a Twin Stone and a True Stone. True Stone is perfect for Glimmer. We're going to put that on right away. So, True Stone on Glimmer. We could put a Twin Stone on a Glimmer too. The same Glimmer. It's a little bit strange, because the purpose of True Stone on Glimmer is that you play it once and you kill all the back ones. Speed Stone. Is that worthwhile at all? The units that we have, no, I don't think so. And we only have 110 to spend. So we probably want a Battle Stone. Or a Strength Stone. Really, a Strength Stone is best for the Crucible Warden. Maybe we do Strength Stone and Purge card. Let's do that. Strength Stone. And then Purge a Train Steward. Okay, that's the money figured out. Let's take a unit. Ooh. The Husk Hermit has Sweep. Do I want that? I could take a Wilting Sapwood, because if it survives, then it's not bad for me. We could give it a Battle Stone. I guess the Husk Hermit, which has Sweep, is not as worthwhile when we have Glimmer. Adding plus 30 is not that important. I think let's take the Wilting Sapwood. I like the sacrifice effect. If nothing else, we might sacrifice it later. But the Wilting Sapwood might be good for us. I'm building a deck that could do with a lot of energy. It could take a lot of energy and do lots with it, potentially. Okay, Steel Pulleyclaw or the Trap Shoot. The Trap Shoot applies extra dazed, so does the Steel Pulleyclaw. Interesting. The Steel Pulleyclaw adding dazed 6 is very strong versus the Trap Shoot. I like both of them. The Steel Pulleyclaw costs more, but we have been building a deck that could potentially get a lot of Ember. So let's take the Steel Pulleyclaw. That might help me with bosses as well. It might. Alright, Divine Temple, the Twin Stone. Where do I want a Twin Stone? Probably on Perils of Production. If I put a Twin Stone on Perils of Production, one of the things that we get from that is we could take things that cost any amount. And I kind of like that. So Perils of Production has a Twin Stone. We want to upgrade that Perils of Production a lot. Alright, Talos the Architect gets Duality, but not the Ninja Training. Which means I think it doesn't get anything. So Talos the Architect might be easy. Let's find out. Attacks every turn, gains armor on Slay. That means that you don't push my units back, which is very good. I depend on the order of my units kind of a lot. Oh, the rage. The rage is doubled as well. Okay. Well, Crucible Warden, you are going to go at the top with the Primordium. We know that. Let's play a Plink. And another Plink, I think? Another Plink, I think. Okay. So now, let's add one of these. Ooh, even more damage shield. Sounds good. So, Crucible Warden, you're going to have a ridiculous amount of damage shield. That's the plan so far. Have a ridiculous amount of damage shield, and then we couldn't play the Train Steward, which means we could play the Rubble Morsels at the bottom. And we have got a Wilting Sapwood that could take Rubble Morsels. Let's do that. And we will draw the Wilting Sapwood, if my understanding is correct. We did draw it. We can play it here. And because of what we did with Perils of Production, I can play Perils of Production twice on this guy and just have a ridiculous amount of Ember Drain on him, but also 6 Ember. And then Steel Polyclaw could just take you out. And Glimmer could take the other two out. Or we could Steel Polyclaw the boss. I mean, I don't know what the Days 6 is going to do for us exactly. Let's start with a Glimmer down here. We know we're going to do that. So do we want you to get hit? Because if you get hit, we gain Ember for next turn. Versus Steel Polyclaw you. I think I want to Steel Polyclaw the boss. So Dazed 6 means that you're no longer attacking my units, which is kind of nice. And when you do come out, you're still going to have a couple Dazed to take out 2 of your stealth. Like, my unit is not dying right here because you are dazed. How about that? It helped. What I could do is hit one of them with an Umbra Assault and hope the Plink kills it. I don't really have much better that I can do, so we probably will do that. Okay, so Umbra Assault you. Hope that the Plink kills you. This is very hopeful, by the way. It did not. It didn't even hit you. How about that? And then Wildwood Sap is excellent in you. And the Wilting Sapwood. Wildwood Sap on the Wilting Sapwood. I wonder if the sap comes from itself. And then Train Steward. Do we put you in the center or the bottom? I think we want you in the center. Just get out of the deck. Okay, will the Wilting Sapwood survive? It looks like not, because I have 2 Plinks, but I don't have a way to deal with this Clergyman. Except by putting a Train Steward in front, but it still dies because of the ×3 attack. Okay. Well, sorry Wilting Sapwood, you're dying this turn. Oh, the Plink hit that one? That was not helpful. There we go. So, there's no way to save the Wilting Sapwood, so don't worry about that. The Morsel Excavator is probably better than the Rubble Morsel, so let's do Morsel Excavator. The Engine Upgrade. We could play a Train Steward in the center and then do the Engine Upgrade. Would I rather have the Train Steward die at the bottom? I honestly don't know the answer to this question. I don't think we can do anything useful with the Rubble Morsel except put it here, but even there it just dies because there's 2 of them, and they have Rage 3 still. So yeah, let's play the Train Steward here, let's do the Engine Upgrade here. Play the Rubble Morsel at the bottom, I just kind of don't want it. And then Razor Sharp Edge. If we did that on Primordium, you would gain a ridiculous amount of attack every turn, but you would no longer gain health. And that's okay. So, let's do that. I would like to kill those 2 in the center. We do have a Glimmer. We also have Umbra Assault, which is perfect because you got hit by 2 Plinks. How about that? Let's do the Space Prism at the top. And then Umbra Assault right here to kill you. That gives me 2 morsels, which we can both play at the top now. Wonderful. And then I could Glimmer in the middle to kill you, but you only hit one of these. I could Glimmer at the top, which kills this one this turn. Sure, let's do that. And then Root Seeds, of course. Okay, not really worried about this one, especially because you don't get any benefit from these 2. So, Talos the Architect is basically easier than normal rather than harder than normal. I think we Plink up here, and we Umbra Assault here. And then Glimmer at the bottom, I guess? Or we could play a Train Steward at the bottom. Neither one of them do anything. The Glimmer does something, I guess. Root Seeds, of course. And then, which morsels do we want? I guess the Rebel morsel is better than Umbra morsel when you've got so much damage shield. And let's just play the Umbra morsel so it dies. I really need a Frenzy Stone for you. Frenzy Stone on you would be incredible. Until we have something like that, do I do anything? I mean, we can't get a morsel. I could get tons and tons of Ember. I bet the Rage works how I want it to work, where I could get tons of Ember Drain. Oh no, you got Sweep. Oh, you having Sweep is bad. Because that kills my Primordium. I didn't even notice that you had Sweep. Very sad. Well, is there anything useful for me to do? I guess Root Seeds on you is useful. I could do Perils of Production, and I don't see what that would accomplish. We could do Glimmer here, that's fine. We could do Plink here, that's fine. Plink here. And Umbra Assault here. And then we could do Perils of Production and have no more Ember ever in this battle. But lots and lots of Rage. Don't think we need any more Ember, so let's get tons and tons of Ember Drain. Alright. Hey, our Root Seeds that cost 0 we can still play. And of course we win. Okay, doing well so far. I'm trying to think of what... Ooh, Shroud Spike. Shroud Spike is amazing in this deck. Wow, okay, we're going to do that. How about that? Shroud Spike. Animus of the Speed has Quick. Morsel Maid has Hunger, and we could sacrifice that to our unit. I like it. I'm tempted to choose one of these because they're not mastered. And the Shadow Eater is actually quite nice with the Fossilized Fangs. It could act as another, essentially, sweep unit. The Animus of Speed I don't think helps us much here, because I don't even care about sacrificing it to give one of my units quick. But the Morsel Maid, if we gave our main unit Hunger, we would be putting all of our eggs in that one basket. That's the main problem. Putting all of our eggs in the one basket. But isn't that what we're doing? I think it is. So, Morsel Maid, we're going to intentionally sacrifice you. We don't really need Fel's Remorse in this deck. Urzel's Compound is always a good thing. But probably Light of Seraph is something that we want. It's less important because we just got Morsel Maid. And we have the Space Prism. So let's take Urzel's Compound. Okay. If this deck works, which I'm not entirely sure whether it works yet, but if it works, the way that we make it better is by removing cards. So I guess I want to go to the right. Okay, so we will upgrade our champion first. I certainly don't want Superfood, I think. Actually, I kind of do. It's just that we've never gone down the Stalwart stack all the way. And a time that we have the Morsel Maid is an excellent time to go down Stalwart Snap. Okay, let's do Stalwart Snap. Umbra unit? Do we want one? We would love to have Morsel Maker or Morsel Master. Actually, both of those are quite nice. The one problem is that we can't really sacrifice it to the unit that we would want to sacrifice it to, because the intention is that unit has hunger on it. I think we want Morsel Master. So Morsel Master, we're going to take that. That could make things amazing. The one problem is that we don't guaranteed get our unit on the first turn anymore, which could be bad. Mind Jacks or Abandoned Ant Umbra. So the Mind Jacks really helps in the Last Divinity fight, because in the Last Divinity fight we can't put our champion on the top floor because it just dies, and we can't put morsels on the top floor because they just die. So Mind Jacks is probably what we want. Even though I want Abandoned Ant Umbra when I have Fossilized Fangs and Morsel Maid to sacrifice, if I want my champion to not immediately die, and every morsel that we play to immediately die, we probably want Mind Jacks. I'm questioning this because if we play in the center, do we really need the extra space? And we kind of do and we kind of don't because of Space Prism. And therefore Abandoned Ant Umbra could be amazing. Also, we kind of want to play at the top because of Root Split Mask. I think we might want to take Abandoned Ant Umbra here. Which means, how does my champion not die immediately in the Last Divinity fight? I honestly don't know how we're going to do that. But I think we need to take Abandoned Ant Umbra. Maybe we just don't use our champion in the Last Divinity fight? Seems like a bad idea, but maybe that's the plan. I don't know. The Last Divinity fight is going to be hard. We need to stop taking units, of course. We have all the units. We actually want to remove units. Non-boss enemy units get multi-strike. How bad is that really? It's not that bad. It does get rid of my damage shield faster, but we've had so much damage shield. Let's turn it on. Okay, can we draw the correct unit on the first turn? We did. We drew the Crucible Warden on the first turn. Unfortunately, we can't really put the Morsel Master there at the beginning, because we need to make more space before we do. So, what do we do first? I think we'd play Plink first. Plink first. Did not kill any of them. Alright. The next thing that we play is the Rubble Morsel with the Crucible Warden and Primordium. Remember, Crucible Warden doesn't have hunger yet. Our plan is to give it hunger, but it doesn't have hunger yet. And Razor Sharp Edge does help. Let's put that on our champion. Okay. Well, we've got Space Prism now. So we can play Space Prism at the top. I like that. We can play a Rubble Morsel at the top and play Perils of Production on it. The Morsel Maid is kind of pointless in this one, so I'm probably going to play it at the bottom and let it die. Yeah, probably going to play it at the bottom and let it die. I think we play Glimmer in the center and then Plink to hopefully kill the Collector. Oh, we did it. Alright. That means we have another Rubble Morsel that we could play. Okay. Perils of Production here. And again. Now the Morsel Maid goes at the bottom or the middle. I guess both of them, they just die, so it doesn't matter which one. And Rubble Morsel, you go here. Great. Our guy has 20 damage shield. The only problem is he's kind of the only one that kills something, and he only kills one a turn. which is kind of upsetting, actually. Well, I guess my Primordium is killing things too, because we keep giving it stuff. Okay, never mind. I'm thinking about where we play Glimmer, where we play our Umbra Assault. We play the Umbra Assault here. So we've got Morsel Excavator and Umbra Morsel, and another Umbra Morsel. Let's put the Wilting Sapwood at the bottom. Give it an Umbra Morsel. Of course, we're going to give Morsel Excavator up here, along with the Umbra Morsel. And then we've got Glimmers and Plinks. And Root Seeds. Root Seeds is good. Let's play Root Seeds. Glimmer, we could play at the top. It would save a bunch of damage shield. Or we could play it at the bottom to do kind of nothing, I think. Okay. Oh man, I hope we get our X-Cost card this turn. I really want the X-Cost card. We got it, alright. And we got a Magma Morsel too. Alright. So, we can play Magma Morsel. Actually, trigger feeding on a Morsel unit. This is not a Morsel unit, is it? No, it's not. Darn. We can be hopeful, but we were not successful. Alright. Magma Morsel, do we want to play anything other than Shroud Spike? We want to play Root Seeds, definitely. Do we need anything else? I think the answer is no. Let's think about this. You're going to kill one unit a turn, which means you kill the front one, and then you kill the front one, and then there's not enough for them to spill over to the top. Alright, Shroud Spike it is. Okay, that means that we can kill the boss very, very easily. Why is my champion saying Wildington? Why did the champion say Wildington? I did not understand. Okay, can we kill anything while stuff is going up? Ooh, we are losing our champion because of something. Why are we losing our champion? Oh, the Spikes 4. Alright. We could technically solve that with Steel Holy Claw, but it would also damage my fire instead, which I don't think is worth it. So I think we let the champion go. So Rubble Morsel here. I probably want to do Steel Holy Claw on something. Like you, the Light Harnesser? Sure. Steel Holy Claw on this Light Harnesser. So that takes care of you without hurting my pyre. And then the Plinks are pointless. The Razor Sharp Edge is fine. There's no reason not to play it. And then I guess we could do Glimmer at the top to do a little bit of damage. See, the main problem is that my unit only kills one guy at a time. Each turn he kills one thing, and that's it. So it takes him a lot of turns to kill everything, which is annoying. We do have the Morsel Master now, which we could play. If we played the Morsel Master, it would have Ember Drain. But I don't think that's too bad. The Plinks and the Umbra Assaults are really bad right now. Okay, so Morsel Master, we definitely play that at the top. You give us some Ember Drain, which is sad. Then we play the Rubble Morsel. Then Root Seeds. I guess Root Seeds U is good because then we deal more damage to the next one in line every time. And Perils of Production is good because right now that probably kills the next one in line. Great. And then I'm struggling to see something that's actually worth playing. Root Seeds. And then everything else is kind of meaningless. Okay, let's play the Wildwood Sap just to get rid of it. And then the Umbra Assault and Plink can, I guess, can be played up here to hit the next one in line a little bit. We're losing a lot of damage shield, but at the same time we have more than 100 damage shield. Okay, you only have one rooted left, which is the worst thing about this. You only having one rooted left is bad, because that means you're going to go to the top. Unless we can kill you. And I don't think we can kill you. We can play a Magma Morsel, which we will. But you see, we can't get through you. And we don't really do enough damage to kill you with spells. But I guess we can do our best. So we've got an Umbra Assault that can hurt. Oh, right! They had a True Stone, so it killed the one that was causing a problem. I wish I had noticed that it was going to do that. I just did not. Alright. We solved the problem. I solved the problem without realizing that I was solving the problem, but we solved it. Okay, now we win easily. Great. Win easily. It took a while, but we won easily. Alright, what is this? The Bloating Fungus. Regen restores +1 health per stack. You know, why not? We'll take it. Feast is not terrible. Cannibalize is going to be pointless, right? No, it's not going to be pointless, because what I can do is play the Abandoned Ant Umbra Morsel, and then play Cannibalize on it, and get several more morsels that I can then play on my unit. Okay. I like Cannibalize. Don't need Edge Prior. We could still take it, but we don't need it. Let's take Edge Prior with hopes to master it. We're just gonna have one trash unit in the deck to hopefully master it. The Merchant of Magic is really good. I want the Unstable Vortex and the 20 Pyre health, honestly. The Duplication, how much do we care about that? I mean, duplicating my Glimmer would not be bad. But I think we really need the Merchant of Magic. And Concealed Caverns might be good. Okay, let's go this way, I think. Man, I really want that Unstable Vortex, though. I want to remove my Train Steward and a Plink. A couple of Plinks. But I also really want to put stuff on my spells. I need to take the remove cards, though. The remove cards is too valuable not to take. So Seek Stone is not bad at all. We could add a Seek Stone to my Space Prism. That's not bad. Would we want a Seek Stone on anything else? I don't think so. I mean, engine upgrade is not bad for a Seek Stone either. But I think we want it on the Space Prism. Let's do that. I think this is the time that we do the Engage Pact. It's kind of scary to do it now, but we need to do it at some point. So let's sacrifice this, put it on our Crucible Warden. And then we've got 90 pack shards. Let's remove some cards. Let's remove our Train Steward. Let's remove a Plink. I could honestly remove the rest of the Plinks and I would be happy about it. Do we want to duplicate a card? Is there any reason to duplicate our Crucible Warden? So that we could have one on 2 different floors? It's not a terrible idea, because getting all of that damage shield is pretty nice. I might actually duplicate it so that we could add it on 2 different floors. But duplicating Shroud Spike is really nice. Duplicating the Glimmer that has the True Stone on it is pretty nice. I kind of like duplicating this, though. Which means we have 105 pack shards. Do we want to also Twin Stone something? Are we going crazy? Might be going crazy. I want to Twin Stone Shroud Spike, but it doesn't exactly work. We could Twin Stone that one Root Seeds. Okay, I don't see anything that using a Twin Stone on actually helps that much, so let's not do it. Let's stay at 105 pack shards for this next battle. Okay. Non-boss enemies enter with spikes 4 is actually really bad for us, because that kills my champion and a lot of the morsels that I play. So let's not turn that one on. Ooh, we got the Crucible Warden on turn 1. That's really nice when that happens. We also got the Space Prism, so we could play Space Prism, Crucible Warden, Morsel Master. Let's think about that. Yeah, we can do all of this. Okay, so Space Prism. Are we going to take the Ember Drain for next turn? We will have a Rubble Morsel, so we kind of earn the energy back. So yeah, let's take the energy, or the Ember Drain. So Morsel Master goes next. That gives us Ember Drain. Crucible Warden goes in front. Oh, the Rubble Morsels are going to be eaten this turn. How sad. Okay, well anyway. We play our Primordium. And then we play Rubble Morsel. Okay, you've already got 16 damage shield already. We haven't even done the Plink yet. Let's do the Plink. We got another Ant-Umbra Morsel, or I guess an Ant-Umbra Morsel. Okay, Razor Sharp Edge on the champion. Should have done that before I played the last morsel. Whoops. That collector is absolutely destroyed this turn. Ooh, Rubble Morsel does give me my Ember back. So I like that. Now we've got 3 Ember. We can play the Wilting Sapwood. It would die pretty quickly, but it would also kill some things. And I do like it killing some things. So let's play it. We could play it and Glimmer at the bottom. Is that a good idea? Compared to playing Glimmer in the center? Or an Ant-Umbra Assault in the center? Let's play the Wilting Sapwood at the bottom. And then Glimmer. Okay. So there's our other Crucible Warden. The other Crucible Warden we basically want to put in the center so that it can kill things that are coming up so that the top one doesn't have to kill them one at a time. That's the basic plan there. We can also play a Rebel Morsel at the bottom and sacrifice it to get more morsels. So let's do that. Rebel Morsel here, sacrifice. We got some different morsels. Of course we want to play lots of morsels at the top, but we also want to play some in the center. What if we do the Morsel Jeweler at the top? And then the Morsel Excavator and Magma Morsel in the center. So that you deal some real damage. We need you to deal enough damage so that you actually kill some things. Because the top one already does that. Top one kills things very well. Alright. We have Umbra Assault, which can give us something. We've got Plink, which is not bad at all. Let's do Umbra Assault here. And then do a Plink, which can hopefully kill 2 more of those. It did not. It killed 1 more, though. Unfortunately, the Perils of Production doesn't work very well anymore with what we've done. So what do I want to do? I want this Morsel Jeweler to be at the top, because the damage shield is really for the boss. And then the Magma Morsel we want to go here, because we need you to have probably like 100 attack, maybe? 100 attack seems like it would be a good number. So, Morsel Excavator, you can go here, you can go here. And then what? And then nothing, really. I don't know what we would do with Wildwood Sap. I guess we'll play it because we don't know what to do with it. Alright. You're not killing the front one yet. You not killing the front one yet is kind of bad. Ooh, our Shroud Spike is so bad right now. Because none of the morsels survive. Right. That's kind of bad. I'm thinking about Steel Polyclaw on something. The engine upgrade can go at the bottom. We could do a Plink in the center. Let's do the Plink in the center, but let's do Steel Polyclaw first. Thinking about this. We also have the Glimmer. We could do Glimmer in the center. Takes care of a lot of problems. You would be the one I would Steel Polyclaw. Let's do that. Steel Polyclaw, get rid of you. Now, we could do a Glimmer in the center, or we could do Plink in the center. And we don't get another option here. So, which one do I want to do? I do want more morsels, but I also just really want to kill those, so let's kill those. Alright, give you a Magma Morsel. I guess I could have played the Shroud Spike to get rid of it. That would have been a decent option. Actually, I couldn't have because I didn't have a morsel to target. Never mind. Okay, we have our Edge Prior, which we still haven't played on the field yet. We've got a Rebel Morsel, which I think I want to play at the top. The Glimmer at the bottom is quite nice. Just kill those. Probably should have considered Umbra Assault first, though. Yep, definitely should have considered that first. Whoops. Root Seeds... I don't need to Root Seeds you anymore because now you're just doing damage shield, basically. Because we got through the rest of it. You actually didn't help much. You have Sweep. So... what do we do? Anything? I don't see anything that we can do that's helpful. Let's do the Edge Prior right here. Be soothed. We can actually cannibalize the Edge Prior. How about that? That is an option. I think we could win in the center. I believe we can win in the center quite easily. Let's start with Razor Sharp Edge. And then we could cannibalize the Edge Prior to make some morsels. And then we're winning. Alright, great. So, we're winning in the center now. Nice. Okay. Still doing well, but still doing kind of weird. I definitely do not want Ember Forge. I don't think I want another Cannibalize. Gem Trove is interesting because I really like the morsels. And it could apply damage shield to things that would die from spikes and stuff. I like Gem Trove. Let's take it. Restoring Retreat. Do we care? I don't think we do. I usually like Preserved Thorns. Yeah, I usually like Preserved Thorns. Let's take that. At worst, it causes you to draw 3 cards the next turn, which I think really pays for itself. I think another Unstable Vortex is in order. As much as I would like Merchant of Steel, I think we want the Merchant of Magic and the Unstable Vortex. I really hate turning down free artifacts, but I think the free removals are definitely worth it. Merchant of Magic has a Stack Stone, which could go on these. The extra cost is annoying for all 4 of those, though, so I don't think we do that. I do really like the Surge Stone. Divine Temple has an Extreme Stone and a Purge Stone. Definitely don't care about the Purge Stone. The Extreme Stone could go on the Glimmer that has Piercing. I like that. I wish that Glimmer had the thing that allows you to draw it every turn. Probably want to put the Extreme Stone on that. Let's do that before we go into our next thing. So the next thing that we're going into is Sealed Caverns. Two Ornate Chests. Do we want 150 coins for 25 Pyre health? I think basically the reason that we lose is because the boss gets to the top. With the Root Split Mask and Duality, I don't think there's going to be many times where we even think about something other than a boss getting to the top. So yeah, let's lose 25 Pyre health. Now then, let's take this Surge Stone. I really like putting those on Plinks. They're also not bad on Umbra Assault. I could put it on Umbra Assault so that we remove the Plinks. I like the Ember Stone. Let's get the Ember Stone. I like that on something that we play twice. What is the thing that we play twice? We don't have something that we play twice right now. Okay, never mind. We could put it on Gem Trove. It's a pretty good thing to put on Gem Trove. Let's do that. Alright. Let's re-roll. Another Surge Stone. Also another Eternal Stone. Do we want another Eternal Stone? The Shroud Spike doesn't do much for us anymore. Not where my guys that have hunger on them are. The Steel Polyclaw we could play multiple times and be happy about. It would just cost more. I actually kind of like the Steel Polyclaw, because our main problems are the things going up the train. And the Steel Polyclaw basically kills those. So let's make it so that it lasts around and it costs less. I mean, it costs the same, I guess. And then Surge Stone on the other Umbra Assault? Sure. Do I also purge a card? I think we do, but let's purge for free first. So we're removing a plink. We're removing a plink. We know that much. I don't mind removing some of the other starter cards too. But I think we purge another plink, because the plinks are quite bad. And then we probably also purge this Glimmer later. Not right now. But I'm still thinking about it. We've got a 28 card deck. I would like to make that a little bit smaller. Alright. Bell the Wings of Light. So with Duality, I think the Alabaster Guardians have Spell Shield 10, which is annoying, but do we care? Not sure if we care. Not sure that we care. Spell Shield 10. Okay, we keep getting our Crucible Warden on the first turn, which is very nice. It's easier because we've got two of them now, but still. It is nice that we're getting that on the first turn. Let's play the Rebel Morsel first, so that we don't have Ember Drain. Oh, I should have played my Cannibalize. I should have played that. Whoops. That would have been better. We can cannibalize one of these, though. The only one that we can kill is this one. Let's kill this one. So neither of these are particularly useful for us. I guess the Umbra Morsel is the least useful for us. Let's cannibalize that one. We got two more Umbra and a Morsel Jeweler. Alright, we got mainly things that are not helpful for us. But we can play them all and eat them all. If we're going to play Root Seeds, we should play it now. Yeah. Root Seeds so that when you eat, you're getting 5 at a time. Okay. So you are going to kill this in 2 turns. I think that you kill everything in 1 hit from the rest of this. I'm sad that we didn't play our Space Prism, but I felt good about what we did play, so oh well. Stop adding armor. Don't like the armor that you're adding to those guys. The Wilting Sapwood we could put at the bottom, or we could put in the center. Let's put it at the bottom. If we put it at the bottom, we can't play everything this turn. How bad is that? I don't think that's that bad. What do we care to play? The Blink really just doesn't do much right now. Especially because of all the Spell Shield. So I think we play the Wilting Sapwood at the bottom. We play our Crucible Warden here. We want to give it Damage Shield. So we should play the Rebel Morsel, I guess. We could give it Damage Shield next turn. And have it take the 28 damage. Who cares about the 28 damage if it doesn't kill it? Let's do that. So Rebel Morsel up here this turn. Now with our 1 extra, do we do Glimmer? which doesn't do much of anything? Do we do Clink, which doesn't do much of anything? Or do we do Root Seeds? I guess we do Root Seeds. Should have played the Root Seeds before I played the Morsel. I have to remember that. That's an important aspect of how we're playing this one. Okay, so the center one needs some damage shield this turn. The Morsel Master can't really go anywhere. I mean, I guess it could fit in the center. It's just that I normally think of wanting to put it at the top, but we could put it in the center. Let's do that this time. So Morsel Master is going to go in the center, and then we're going to do the Morsel Excavator here. Now you've got damage shield and you're going to heal all the way back up. Okay. We do have a True Stone on our Glimmer, so we can kill a lot of things down here and heal up our guy. I like that. This Umbra Assault could also kill something. Something that doesn't have armor or spell shield. So I guess that would be something here. Let's kill that first with an Umbra Assault. Okay, now we probably want to play the Glimmer at the bottom. I don't really care about the Glimmer in the center that much. The Glimmer at the top isn't bad, but I think I care more about playing the Glimmer at the bottom. So, these are the two morsels that we care the least about. Except, I guess, if we want to put it on the Wilting Sapwood, which, you know what, I'm fine with. Let's give the Wilting Sapwood some more health. And we're getting through that Alabaster Guardian kind of okay now. Alright, Steel Polyclaw. We could take out something here with a Steel Polyclaw, including you. We could kill you with the Steel Polyclaw. I guess I'd rather kill this one. Steel Polyclaw does dazed 6. We do 30, so that's 180. Yeah, that would work. Let's do it. Steel Polyclaw, let's kill you. And then Morsel Jeweler, I guess we're going to put that in the center. And then Razor Sharp Edge, we certainly play at the top, as well as the Root Seeds. So you're getting very strong because of the Primordium. You are getting a whole bunch of damage shield because of the Morsel Master, basically. Alright. We have so many different ways in my deck to gain Ember, by the way. We've got 5 Ember, we've got the Shroud Spike, it's just not the most useful card in our deck anymore. We've got Preserved Thorns, which I do like. I do like the Preserved Thorns because it draws cards next turn, and I like the Gem Trove. I guess let's play Gem Trove on you. On these two. Why do I keep getting Morsel Jewelers? I want things that increase my attack. That's what I really would prefer. The Wilting Sapwood... I mean, you're just dying, right? Yeah, you're exactly dying. So if we give you anything that allows you to survive, like putting a morsel in front. We don't really care about these morsels much, so why not? Put the morsel in front, give you an Edge Prior, and then play Wildwood Sap on you. Keep giving me Ember. I like that Ember. Okay. Morsel Jeweler, I guess you're going to give me more damage shield here. Lots of damage shield in the center. And then I guess we'll give some health at the top. Okay. You know, We could play Shroud Spike, but it would kill this morsel for no benefit, right? I think it would. I got Preserved Thorns again. How interesting. Preserved Thorns isn't the best card, but it does allow me to draw more next turn, which I do like. What are we going to do? I guess I can play every one of my cards. So let's play the Preserved Thorns. Let's play the engine upgrade at the bottom, I guess? You're not going to survive this time. You're going to die this turn. So, engine upgrade at the bottom. Let's do a Plink at the bottom, because it's the only place it might kill something. It didn't. And then Stings and Root Seeds. Root Seeds are really easy. They go here. Ooh, you're not even dying. How interesting. How interesting that you're not dying. How interesting. How bad is it that you're not dying? It could actually be bad. Let's play the Sting spells here. Because we need it so that this one right here doesn't make it to the very top because it gets rooted. It only gets rooted 2. Yeah, we need to kill you. Alright, well, we're drawing 10 cards next turn, so we're gonna do our best. Gave them armor, but the armor is not affected when we have Glimmer. So that's what we can do. We can Glimmer to kill the front one. Glimmer to kill the front one. That means that you're going to die this turn, you're going to die next turn. And then I think we Glimmer at the bottom to kill this one. Why does this Glimmer cost 0? Wait a minute, why does the Glimmer cost 0? I don't know why that happened. Oh, because of the Edge Prior. Which we're going to sacrifice this turn too, by the way. So, what are we going to do? I would love to play the Shroud Spike, but we just can't. If we could play Shroud Spike on the Primordium, it'd be amazing. But, you know, we just can't. So, that's how it is. I guess we play the Space Prism up here, even though it's kind of pointless. We're going to play the Perils of Production on you. And then cannibalize you. Very sad. And then Gem Trove, I guess we're going to do that in the center? Okay, we need you to kill lots of things. We need you to actually kill things too. We might be able to have you kill things if we give you enough morsels that allow you to do attack value. But I don't know. I don't know how much we're going to be able to do that. Let's do it here anyway. Do the root seeds right here. And everything else up here so that you gain lots of attack. We need you to have lots of attack right now. Alright, we can't play the Shroud Spike anymore, so just end turn. And the main problem is, even though they're rooted, they still get to the top because it takes too long for us to kill them. The Steel Pulley Claw does help. Also, this Glimmer helps. The Glimmer helps a lot. Alright, play the Glimmer. Okay. Next. Could we Steel Pulley Claw you to the top? That does work. So I probably want to do that. Yeah, let's Steel Pulley Claw you. I want to do a Rubble Morsel in the center. And then we've got Root Seeds and Razor Sharp Edge and a Sting. The Razor Sharp Edge should probably go here. Since you deal enough damage, we just need you to actually get through killing each of the guys. So, let's do this all here. Okay. You can see that we're kind of managing to kill everything that goes up the train before it gets to the top, but just barely. The Rooted 2 helps, of course, but we only get Rooted 2. If this guy had a Frenzy Stone, it would be so much different, but he doesn't, and that's kind of the problem. Alright, we've got a lot of things we can do this turn. A lot of things we can do this turn. The Space Prism is also a little bit pointless right now, so we don't care about the Space Prism. Let's play the Stings first. Where do we play the Stings? There's almost no reason to play the Stings. I guess we'll play them here. Now, the Gem Trove we do in the center. Yeah, Gem Trove in the center. That gives us some morsels. The morsel that we care about the least, which is the Morsel Jeweler, I guess. Yeah, the Morsel Jeweler we care about the least. We play that one, and we cannibalize it. Our hand is full. How sad. Alright, well, now we can play... We could play Perils of Production if we cared, but I think we just want the morsels. So let's just play the morsels. Let's do all of them in the center? Sure. You know what? All of them in the center. I think we're going to win in the center. Kind of want to remove the Shroud Spike from the deck now. Okay, are we winning in the center? We are. We are already. Great. Click end turn and win. Okay, that took a very long time. Just to remind you that we're on the Game Speed Ultra, and that still took that long. Alright. Blazing Bolts. Deal 30 damage to the front enemy unit, add a stronger version of this card to your discard. How weird. Furnace Tap, though. I like Furnace Tap. Multi-Strike 2? I mean, Ember Drain 8, granted. But Multi-Strike 2, and if we have Ember Drain 8, and we get Perils of Production, we're fine. Kind of. I think we have to take Furnace Tap, because Multi-Strike is the main problem. If we had Multi-Strike, we would be crushing. So we have to take Furnace Tap. It's just that whenever we apply it to our unit, things are going to go badly. I think we need another Herzl's Compound, because we just need to draw our cards more often. And more Unstable Vortex is good. Yeah, more Unstable Vortex is good. So, upgrade the champion. The champion is doing wonderful. Let's do Stalwart Snack 3. Granted, I don't know what we're going to do in the Last Divinity fight. I guess we're going to put the champion in the center. And then put the other ones at the top. Yeah. We're going to use the center some in the Last Divinity fight. What do we do first here? I guess we peek in the Divine Temple. Oh, another True Stone is very nice. Another Twin Stone could be amazing, perhaps. Merchant of Magic. Oh, Keepstone. Keepstone is one of the things I wanted. Alright. Keepstone on this Glimmer. Keepstone on that Glimmer is very, very nice. Is there anything else that would be more ridiculous to put a Keepstone on? Because the Glimmer just helps. Whereas other things could be ridiculously amazing, perhaps. I think the Glimmer, though. Because the True Stone and the Extreme Stone on that Glimmer means that we could take care of all of the riffraff every turn once we draw that Glimmer. We only have to deal with the things that have a lot of health. So, let's do it. Now that we've done the easy choice, let's peek over here. Right, True Stone, Twin Stone, those are also very good. Let's do Concealed Caverns next. Oh, we could get a Nexus Spike, or we could purge a spell. Oh my, I don't know which one. Okay, so Nexus Spike, we could add the essence of 2 spells. Which 2 spells would we add the essence to Nexus Spike? I mean, Gem Trove is really good. That would basically be a cheaper Gem Trove. The Glimmer would be kind of pointless. The Preserved Thorns. Could do Preserved Thorns. Get more sting spells. We could do the Steel Pulleyclaw. So we could do Steel Pulleyclaw, which would still do Dazed 6, and Gem Trove, which adds damage shield to the friendly units on that floor. I wonder if we can do those two together. It would be quite nice. So, Nexus Spike, which one of those two do I care most about getting another one of? Probably the Gem Trove. So, Gem Trove first, and then... And we can't do the targeted one now. Okay. So I'm thinking about Engine Upgrade or Preserved Thorns. Preserved Thorns add sting spells to the deck, but each of those sting spells mean that we draw more cards. That's not always true though, because we've got the Root Seeds. So I don't think I want to do that. Not Preserved Thorns. The Glimmer without all of the upgrades is kind of pointless. We could do Engine Upgrade, but it would remove space on the floor that I want to play Gem Trove. So maybe we do Space Prism? That's so weird, but let's do it, I guess. I don't know, the Engine Upgrade is kind of nice. I'm going to do Engine Upgrade. So we have to be careful about where we play this. Because it removes space. Alright, we're removing 2 cards. Unfortunately, one of the cards that I added that I really liked adding was Shroud Spike, and it's just not worthwhile anymore. So Shroud Spike goes. There goes Shroud Spike. The Root Seeds are kind of nice. We could remove this glimmer, or we can add a true stone to it. Because there is a true stone to add. And we could add the true stone to that glimmer, and that would mean we've got 2 glimmers that are kind of useful. So I don't think I want to remove the glimmer when we've got a true stone coming. What do I want to remove? The Perils of Production is still interesting, especially since we added the other card that gives me lots of Ember Drain. Where is that card? Furnace Tap. Furnace Tap is there. So I think my worst card that we have here, aside from Glimmer, is one of the Root Seeds or the Razor Sharp Edge. Let's get rid of one of the Root Seeds. Or the Wildwood Sap. How much do we care about the Wildwood Sap? Not much. It helps with the Wilting Sapwood, but the Wilting Sapwood is not going to survive very long. So let's remove Wildwood Sap. Okay. That makes my deck a little bit more consistent. We decided to do a True Stone on this Glimmer. We decided to keep the Glimmer. The only reason to do that is if we put a True Stone on it. Twin Stone. Twin Stone. We could do that on Furnace Tap. It's just, when would we get to play the thing? I kind of want to put it on something... I do want to take the Twin Stone, but I don't think I will. Let's think about where we are. So we've got one more of these. If we take the Twin Stone... Let's consider the Twin Stone again. So Twin Stone... Twin Stone on what? The Cannibalize? I don't want it on Umbra Assault. We could put it on the Glimmer that I just upgraded. Let's put it on the Glimmer that I just upgraded. And then we can put an Ember Stone on that Glimmer. Because once you put a Twin Stone on something, you definitely want to put an Ember Stone on it. And then Surge Stone. We can't put Surge Stone on anything. Great. Let's save our money. And move on. Alright, we've got 145 pack shards. This is going to be potentially the worst battle that we have. Let's not turn on Armor 20. Okay, we did get some good things in the first turn. We could do the Steel Pulley Claw, but the regen 40 is dangerous. That's really dangerous, actually, because we would regen as much as the Pyre deals in damage. Alright, so we would die if we did the Steel Pulley Claw, so let's not do that. If we're not doing that, what are we doing? We're going to do the Umbra Morsel first. Then we're going to cannibalize it. Alright. And now we put out the Crucible Warden, the Primordium. And then the Morsel Excavator there, I guess? We really want to start doing lots of things at the top later, after we get our Morsel, our, what is it called, Primordium, to have more attack. So let's do these two here. Okay, we didn't play Space Prism or Engine Upgrade, which is questionable. Alright, you... I believe even though you hit a damage shield, you still add your Ember Drain? and it's going to be Ember Drain 2, which is bad. We can do a Glimmer at the bottom. The Glimmer at the bottom is good. Of course, an Antumbra Assault at the bottom is also quite nice. What if we do Antumbra Assault at the bottom? Then we play the Morsel Master in the center. We want to play the Glimmer, because we want it to come back every turn. So remember to play the Glimmer. Which means we can't play Root Seeds this turn. That's fine, because we'd rather play Morsel Master. So Morsel Master here. We're going to play all of these in the center. And then we play the Glimmer somewhere. I think playing it in the center is still the best option. Okay. We're going to have Ember Drain this turn, which is terrible. Hopefully we get a Rubble Morsel. We got a Rubble Morsel, alright. So, with our Rubble Morsel... Ooh, our Primordium is dying. Oh no. Primordium dying is actually bad. So, Rubble Morsel goes here. Oh man, we're actually in a terrible spot, aren't we? Oh, we're in a bad spot. Oh, we need the top one to get big and strong, but we can't make him big and strong. Not when our Primordium is dying so fast. Ooh. This is not good. We might die here. Because you have Rooted too, and that means that we're never going to have any Ember, and we can't make this guy strong enough because you're killing the Primordium this turn. The Antumbra Assault would help if it could kill something, which it just can't. I think we die here, unfortunately. Especially because if I don't get Perils of Production, I don't have Ember next turn. Guess we should play Preserved Thorns so that we get that next turn guaranteed. Okay, Preserved Thorns. We play you. Next, what do we do? Play the Stings at the top. We need this one to die as fast as we can get him to die. Which, granted, is not very fast. Oh no, what do we do? I think we don't play this Glimmer, which really scares me. Okay, well, you know what? We could die in this battle, quite easily. We basically need to do something with that guy next turn, and he's regenning every single turn. Okay, we did get the Perils of Production, which means we can get lots of Ember this turn. Lots of Ember this turn, and then, like, no Ember the next turn. But maybe the way that we do this is we Perils of Production this guy, and we just have ridiculous amounts of Ember Drain all the time. And we only do things when we draw Perils of Production. Okay, you know what? I think that's unfortunately my plan. I don't like this plan, but it unfortunately is my plan. So Perils of Production, we're going to play this on you twice. So now we have 9 Ember Drain. Then we play Furnace Tab, and we have even more Ember Drain. But at least now we're killing that one. The Root Seeds we play here. We can play the Nexus Spike at the top without much problem. Let's do that. We get to play Gem Trove here, which is good. 3 Antumbra Morsels, of all things. So that was not a good result. 3 Umbra morsels is not what we were looking for. I think we play this Glimmer this turn to kill those 2. The other option is play Razor Sharp Edge on the guy that I just gave lots of multi-strike to. I kind of like that Razor Sharp Edge plan. In the meantime, I think we get you to be stronger, I think? Yeah, let's play the Razor Sharp Edge. I think we've got to do that. Okay, it doesn't kill you, but it does hurt you a lot more than it was before. And then Umbra morsels here. Because we get the most benefit out of that. Okay, then my Morsel Master dies. Okay, and the Perils of Production is the only time we really get to do anything other than this Glimmer. So, oh, and the Stings. We get to play the Stings. Okay. We might have a really bad time with this battle. Okay, we got a Rubble Morsel, which does mean that we get 1 more Ember than we would have. Right, 1 more Ember. It's still good to get 1 more Ember, because then we can play the Umbra Assault and get 2 morsels, as well as kill one of these guys. I could play the Glimmer here. This one doesn't have the Extreme Stone in it, so it wouldn't kill that one. It actually wouldn't kill anybody. Okay, don't play the Glimmer. Do play the Umbra Assault with our 1 Ember. The engine upgrade does basically nothing now that we've turned the dial on how we're winning this one. Ooh, 2 Magma Morsels is pretty good. Okay, play those. And then if we Sting here, it does nothing, because that front one is dying with 1 hit anyway. So I guess we Sting on the next floor. Okay, you know, I still think we might die, but we're in a much better spot now than we were just a second ago. A brief respite. Okay. We got a Rubble Morsel. We have Sacrifice with Edge Prior, but we don't have enough Ember to do both of them. We can play this Glimmer. It's the same one that does not kill anything, though. We have to play the Rubble Morsel. And I think the only place that's valuable to play it is the top. So let's do that. Next, what could we possibly do to make what we're doing better and not worse? Probably the Root Seeds is our best option. Draws an extra card next turn and gives me 2 more attack on this guy up here. So let's see here, 95 times 2. You're going to take 2 hits on that guy even if we play 2 Stings. We can play the Glimmer. I don't see a reason not to play the Glimmer, because if we get another Glimmer, we can kill this one, which is important. Yeah, so we're going to play this Glimmer. Oh, right, we could have used our Ember on this Glimmer right here. How sad. Okay, I need to not play both Stings, because we don't want to draw 10 cards, because we want our Abandoned Umbra to potentially give me a morsel. Potentially give me a Rubble Morsel, specifically. Okay. Well, there's a lot of guys at the top floor. We got a Magma Morsel this time, which is not the morsel we wanted, We did get this glimmer, which means we can kill something. Okay, let's start there. We can kill things. And then we can play a magma morsel. We can play a root seeds. And we can play a sting. I guess the only thing that is worth stinging is the boss. Oh boy. We need to kill those back ones before they get to the top, which is currently actually a real problem. Yeah, it's currently a real problem. Alright. Let's see what next turn gives us. We have a pretty good chance to get Perils of Production again, which would allow us to play something. So, let's hope. Alright. We got a Rubble Morsel, and we got the Perils of Production, so we can actually do stuff this turn. Great. I'm glad we can do stuff this turn. We can sacrifice something, but what would we sacrifice? We actually can't sacrifice the Wilting Sapwood because we can't fit it anywhere. We could sacrifice you. But you're also dealing a lot of damage. Could we actually win if we buff up the center right now, rather than worrying about killing stuff at the top? Oh, that's so interesting. If I make it so that the middle wins this turn, could I make it so that the middle wins this turn? You're getting a lot of hits in, and we can play a Rubble Morsel. And that would mean that the fact that these guys don't die is okay. You only have 25 damage shield, whereas he has 58 damage shield. Granted, you deal a lot more damage. But we have to think about this. So, if we play the Perils of Production on the top one twice, we are going to get a lot more attack. That means that you'll kill the front one, and you might kill the second one in line. And this Glimmer will kill the next one in line. So I think we might be able to win in the center this turn, which would be kind of cool, but we can definitely win at the top. So let's do the definite option. Alright, so the definite option is what we're doing. Alright, the definite option requires us to play this one, so that we kill that guy. And then we can Gem Trove here. Magma Morsel is great to see. The other two I don't really care about. Should we cannibalize you? Honestly, it's probably the right choice. Weirdly enough, that's probably the right choice to cannibalize this guy. Let's play these two first. Okay, you aren't dying with the hits that we're doing yet. Okay, let's cannibalize you. Goodbye. Oh, we got 3 Magma Morsels. That's actually really nice. That means that we're killing the front 2 this turn. Okay, we probably don't get to play anything next turn. I guess we get to play the 2 stings. But I'm very confident that we win next turn. Haha, we win. Alright. Alright, that was a very difficult boss battle. Wow. But we still won. Just barely won that one. But we did win. Alright, let's go into the final gauntlet. I don't think I want another Gem Trove. The Ember cache is actually really nice because it's another way that we can get Ember after we get a ridiculous amount of Ember drain. Let's take the Ember cache. I don't see a reason to have any of these. The Wildwood Custodian isn't terrible, but I don't see a reason. The Awoken Rail Spike is actually not terrible. Should we take it? Because removing cost from my cards could be actually really nice. It's just that we would have to have a lot of Ember when we play it for it to be worth playing. I think I'm going to take it. I'm not sure if that's a good choice. Okay. Mostly what I want to know is, should we go to a Merchant of Steel or a Merchant of Magic? And should we go to duplication or not? Or removal or duplication or not? So removal... we remove 2 more cards. What would we remove? Honestly, a Root Seeds. The Wilting Sapwood could go at this point. We could remove Root Seeds and Wilting Sapwood if we went to the right. And then we could duplicate something. What would we duplicate? We could duplicate Perils of Production, since we somewhat depend on it. Somewhat. We depend on it once we play Furnace Tap. Kind of like duplicating Perils of Production. Okay, I think I want to go right. Which means we're not going to that Merchant of Magic, we're not getting more health. Okay. Okay. Let's look at what we have. Another True Stone could go on something that has Consume. Doesn't seem worthwhile. Twin Stone. We could put another Twin Stone on the Perils of Production, I would. We could put a Twin Stone on Ember Cache, but we wouldn't be able to play it very easily. Would we rather Engage Pact? We could Engage Pact the Wilting Sapwood instead of removing it from the deck, and instead remove 2 more Root Seeds. Let's think about that, because I do want to go over 150, because we're at 145. I want to go over 150 and hopefully see why that's important. Commemorative Spike is fine, but is it actually good? I don't know if it's actually good. It's fine, though. The Hell's Banners would actually be very nice. It's just that we can't afford it. We're 15 golds short. Alright, we're probably going to do nothing there. Oh, the Frenzy Stone is exactly what we wanted to see. Okay, Frenzy Stone we're definitely buying. What are we doing with the rest of our money? I'm also not sure. Let's duplicate the one card that I think is best for us to duplicate. Perils of Production, which gives us enough pack shards. Okay. So we've got 150 pack shards. Let's not get any more. Let's remove 2 cards. I do think I want to remove the Wilting Sapwood. Let's remove it. And a Root Seeds. Now, with the rest of our money, the Divine Temple, we're not going to do anything. So with the rest of our money, we could re-roll but not be able to afford this one, or we could just take these 2 and put them on Morsel Master. Or, you know, this Crucible Warden could have a Strength Stone on it. That's a good idea. Strength Stone on that Crucible Warden. And then Thorn Stone on Edge Prior. You know, why not? Thorn Stone on Edge Prior. I don't think that's actually going to help ever. We can re-roll and get one more 25 cost one. Let's do that. So we could get a Heartstone on the Edge Prior as well. And then it has 40 health, so it could stick around a little bit. It's kind of dumb, right? It's kind of dumb, but I'll take it. Okay, let's go into the final gauntlet. I don't know if we're going to win. I feel like we could and we could not. Removing half of my buff and debuff effect stacks is really bad, by the way, because that includes my damage shields. We didn't draw the one that we wanted to draw the first turn. How sad. So what are we going to play instead? Well, what are we going to play instead? We are surely going to play Space Prism at the top. So I guess let's start with Space Prism. Let's play the Glimmer at the bottom. That seems very important. And then we could kill this one with the Primordium. Or we could play the Umbra Morsel. Umbra Morsel. What are we going to play up here? The Morsel Master? Or the Edge Briar? I mean, whatever we play is not going to survive well. I guess we can play Perils of Production, so we can play anything that we want at the top. Which could be the Edge Briar. Interesting. I don't want Ember Drain this turn, is the thing. So I think we play the Umbra Morsel first no matter what. We do want to kill you this turn. The Primordium has enough damage to kill you, but we want to not have you kill something as well. Which I think means that we put the Morsel Master here. Or sorry, the Edge Prior here. Which is kind of crazy, right? The Primordium goes here. And then we play Perils of Production here. So, right now, the Umbra Morsel is taking up a slot. We can't put the Morsel Master at the top. We could put it in the center, but we don't want it to die next turn. We can't put it at the top because we took up the space with an Edge Prior. Do we wait to play the Morsel Master, or do we play it in the center? I think we play it in the center. If the Morsel Master dies, I'll be sad, but it might not die. Okay, it's probably gonna die. We want to play this one at the top. Definitely. Definitely that one at the top. So let's start with that. We play you at the top. That gives us Ember Drain. I probably should have thought about that. We can play this Crucible Warden in the center. We have this Glimmer every turn, which is very nice. We should play it every turn. Let's play you in the center. And play this Glimmer down here to kill those. Okay. Do we play the Morsel Jeweler in the center or the top? The top would mean we eat the Primordium faster. We didn't play the Razor Sharp Edge because we didn't have the Ember. So I think we play the Morsel Jeweler in the center. Just get some damage shield. Okay. I don't generally like how this has gone so far, but I think we're okay. Alright, I do like the magma morsel at the top. I also like seeing the Nexus spike. And we've got Perils of Production, so I could play it if I'm willing to get some Ember Drain this turn. Or play a morsel at the bottom. Huh. We could play the morsel at the bottom and put Perils of Production on it. And then play Nexus Spike, which gives us a Gem Trove, which gives us more morsels. So it seems worthwhile. Okay, let's do that. So play the Perils of Production twice here, so that we get Ember this turn. Then we can play Nexus Spike at the top, I guess? At the top, sure. Wait a minute. We don't want it at the top. We actually want it at the bottom, because that's where the engine upgrade hits. And the engine upgrade we don't want to hit in either of the other two places. Okay. It's one of the things we have to do when we play Nexus Spike, is be careful. Oh, we got some good stuff. Alright, let's play the good stuff. As well as, let's do Root Seeds on you before we play the good stuff. And the Glimmer could be played for free at the top, but we don't care about free right now. What we care about is killing those. Preserved Thorns we play anywhere. We want to kill you, but we don't get to. So we should probably hit you anyway with stings so that we don't lose our champion next turn. Alright. Had to think about that, but I'm glad I did. Do we want to space out the damage shields? I think we kind of do. Because of Seraph the Chaste removing half. Also, this one gets more damage shield as well. Alright, I really like getting the Glimmer every turn. Getting the Glimmer every turn is really nice. Hand full. Oh, you didn't die! Oh, you didn't die? So we got all that Ember Drain? Did we kill everything at the bottom? I didn't even notice that you weren't gonna die. Oh no. Alright, well we can play both of the Glimmers at the top. At least. But having 7 Ember Drain... I mean, I guess we're not gonna have it because those are gonna die. We can play this Glimmer here. And then we can't play that next Glimmer. When you give a morsel Ember Drain, you want that morsel to be eaten or die. That's very important when you give a morsel Ember Drain. Need to remember that. Okay, Space Prism at the top is nice. But can we afford it? We kind of can't. We kind of can't. We do play Root Seeds here. That's important. We could play a Sting or a Root Seeds. Let's play a Root Seeds. We can play the Glimmers at the top for free, or we could play them elsewhere for a cost. I think we really want to kill this one. But since we're getting this Glimmer every turn, we could just wait. I don't know, I kind of don't want him to make it at the top, though. Let's play this Glimmer here. I don't want you to make it to the top, so we're going to spend our energy on Glimmer. And that means we don't play the Sting because we want to get a morsel next turn. And it looks like you need some more attack. Here you go. Alright. We're going to get more Ember Drain this turn. We might be at the point where we just accept Ember Drain forever now. We might be at that point. You are not dying currently. Let's play the Rubble Morsel. Let's do that first. That means that we can do some more things up here. We can play Umbra Assault to get more morsels. I like doing that. Let's do that here. We've got a Magma Morsel and an Umbra Morsel. So the Glimmer at the top doesn't do much, but we can't really play it anywhere else because we don't have the Ember. Let's play our morsels up here so we get the most out of our champion before it dies. Okay, so now the champion is dying. Let's play the Glimmer up here because there's nowhere else that we can play it. And then we'll have a lot more Ember Drain next turn, so I hope that we get Heroes of Production and Furnace Tap. Looks like we will. Okay, lots of Ember Drain, but we did get Perils of Production. We did not get the other one that I wanted, the Furnace Tap, but we've got a Perils of Production next turn as well. So we can play Perils of Production as much as we want, and it's okay. Let's do it. This is the turning point. We're playing Perils of Production on our main guy. Alright. Umbra Assault, we want to kill something like this one. And then we can give you more attack, so you can kill more things. Please kill more things for me. We can plink somewhere. We can plink at the top, basically. Let's plink at the top. It did not hit the back two, which was the only way it was going to help. I think the Umbra Morsel we want here. Alright, our Morsel Master is dying this turn, which is sad. We can play a Glimmer at the bottom. Yeah, we can play a Glimmer at the bottom. It's just that we would need to play 2 of these in order to kill that one. I guess that's still worthwhile, because we're going to play this Glimmer at the top. So, play 2 Glimmers at the bottom. And then Sting doesn't really matter where we play Sting. I guess we play it here. Okay, so all we have to do is get plenty of damage shield so that we can beat the boss. And that's a little bit hard because Seraph the Chaste... Okay, Seraph the Chaste doesn't do that anymore, I guess, because we're in the Relentless Phase right now. Okay, so Heroes of Production. Heroes of Production, Furnace Tap. Oh, there we go. Alright, now you're amazing. Let's do Razor Sharp Edge on you to make you even more amazing. Steel Pulley Claw does Dazed 6. I guess there's no reason not to play Ember Cache anywhere. We want to play the Rubble Morsel here. We can play a Sting anywhere. And Steel Pulley Claw. Daze 6, 6 times 40 is 240. So that's not enough to kill you. It is enough to kill you, but we're already killing you. I guess we could not play it. Play Root Seeds and Glimmer instead. Okay, Root Seeds and Glimmer instead. The Glimmer, do we want to play at the top to preserve a damage shield, or do we play at the bottom to kill you? Play at the bottom to kill you. And deal some damage to the boss. Okay, we've got Ember Drain, so we don't get to do anything unless we draw something to give us Ember, which we got a Rubble Morsel, so we did get 1 Ember. And then we could do Cannibalize. You are killing this guy very quickly. The damage shield 11 was not enough at all. Ooh. That's not good. Do we cannibalize you to get more morsels? It might be worthwhile. We could cannibalize the Edge Prior. Because what is the Edge Prior doing for us? It's making the Glimmer cost 0. Making the Glimmer cost 0 is kind of nice. But do we care about drawing Glimmer next turn? Don't really care. It's done its part. So if we don't care about playing Glimmer, maybe we cannibalize this Crucible Warden? Because it's only dealing 80 damage. Okay, well, cannibalizing a Crucible Warden again. My word. Oh, my hand was full. How sad. Well, that could be a real problem that my hand was full there. I don't know if it will be, but it could be a real problem that it was full. We don't want to play the Glimmer. So let's play the Awoken Rail Spike. It's way too late for that. And see if we win next turn. I feel like we should, but I don't know that we do. Oh, we do. How about that? We are winning this turn. Let's click end turn, see how long it takes for us to win. Alright, we beat Seraph the Chaste. Now it's for the Last Divinity. The Last Divinity I haven't thought too much about. Just the fact that my champion can't go at the top, because it dies the first turn if we put it at the top. Which is a real problem. Actually, it's a real problem. Because my top one is the one I want to have the most attack. And it doesn't get that without the champion, right? Ooh, we do have a gem trove. We'd have to... Okay, so what we can do is we could play Perils of Production at the top on this Rubble Morsel, and then play Gem Trove at the top to give 2 damage shield, so that we can have our Primordium at the top along with this Crucible Warden, and the Primordium would last a couple turns. Wouldn't last too long. Not unless we draw Gem Trove or the Nexus Spike again quickly enough. But maybe it will last long enough for us to get lots of attack on this guy, which is where we want it. Alright. Is this a good plan? Because having my Primordium die that fast is upsetting. But this might still be a good plan. I think it is. So, Rubble Morsel. You go first, so you get the Ember Drain. Then the Crucible Warden. Then the Primordium. Then Root Seeds. Because we... Oh, I forgot to play Perils of Production on my... Oh, that was bad. That was real bad. Alright. We could have very little Ember for the next few turns until my Primordium dies by putting Perils of Production on the Primordium instead. That definitely was not what I intended to do, but it might still be good. So let's do it. Is this a good plan? You know, it's really hard to say now. Gem Trove? We got all Antumbra Morsels. Terrible. Alright. We're gonna have no Ember next turn unless we draw one of the things that gives me Ember. Steel Polyclaw can kill any of those. I want it to kill you. Okay. Okay, don't feel good about how we started this because I messed up on the first turn. Messing up on the first turn is real bad. We did get a rubble morsel, which does mean that we can get more morsels. Okay, that's good. We have the Glimmer, which I really do want to play up here, but I think I have to play Umbra Assault to get more morsels by killing one of these. Glimmer would be so nice. It would be so nice. What about the Crucible Warden? I guess we don't care about that. We really need this guy to get as much of the Primordium as possible, which only happens if we play lots of morsels at the top. So I think we do this. We play Root Seeds on you to give you more attack. And then we play our morsels so that you gorge on both the morsels and our champion. Okay, you know what? We're doing something. We're definitely doing something. Don't know if it's good, but we're doing something. So we got Perils of Production, which we can play on the Primordium because it's going to get eaten this turn, or it's going to die this turn. So it does not hurt for us to play Perils of Production on that. The problem is, do we also want to play Furnace Tank? Because if we do, we want to play that on the Crucible Warden. And then we don't have Ember, except when we draw Perils of Production. So this is a very important part. Let's play the Perils of Production twice first. So that's an obvious one. We definitely do that. We certainly play the Magma Morsel up here. We might play the Morsel Master. Can't really tell if that's a good idea or not, because the Morsel Master would die this turn if we played it. Kind of want it for the center. I definitely want to play the Ember Catch this turn. We could play that at the top. So we play that. We certainly want to play Razor Sharp Edge on my champion. That's the next very obvious choice. And then what? Do we play the Furnace Tap on my Crucible Warden, or do we do that later? I want to do it later, but I don't know if we can afford to do it later. It's just, can we afford to have Ember Drain next turn? I don't think I can afford to have Ember Drain next turn. So we don't play the Furnace Tap yet. We play it the next time through the deck. We could play Awoken Rail Spike to draw a bunch of cards and make them cost less. I like that. If we do that with how much we have now, we would draw 3 cards. Draw 3 cards, make them cost less. Considering that 3 of the cards in the deck, half of them have Consume, doesn't do that much. But we could do it, and it doesn't seem like there's a reason not to unless we're playing Furnace Tap. So I think what we do is we play Magma Morsel. Playing Engine Upgrade is probably better than Awoken Rail Spike, so let's play Engine Upgrade down here. And then play the Awoken Rail Spike. I guess play that up here. Okay, the Nexus Spike costs less once we get it. The Cannibalize costs less once we get it. Okay, you know, fine. We have 110 attack. I was hoping to get higher than that, but we at least got that far. At least that far. We have a Glimmer. It's not our favorite Glimmer, but it is decent. It can kill that back one. We're definitely going to play the Rubble Morsel. It's just we have another chance to play Furnace Tap, and I don't know whether that's a good choice or not. I guess it's a much better choice now that we've got the Excavated Embers in the deck, and we've got both Perils of Production. Okay, the Furnace Tap is probably something that we do now. Alright, so here we are. We're doing Furnace Tap. Play the Rubble Morsel. Play Furnace Tap. Now we don't need to do Glimmer at the top. Do we do the Edge Prior at the bottom? Or maybe we do it in the middle, and we play Glimmer a couple times in the middle? I don't know, that seems kind of pointless. By the way, there was supposed to be something special that happened if you had 150 pack shards when you got to the Last Divinity. I still don't know what that is, because it didn't happen this time. I've heard it doesn't always happen. But this is the first time that I think I could have had the opportunity for it to happen, and it didn't happen. We're definitely going to play Preserved Thorns. But I don't think I'm going to play all the stings. Because I want to draw 9 cards. So we play Root Seeds here, and we play 1 sting here. 1 sting here, and we play Glimmer here. Do we play the Edge Prior here? I still don't know. We could play the Edge Prior and a Glimmer, or we could keep the Edge Prior in the deck. If we play the Edge Prior here, it dies this turn. If we play it anywhere, it's probably just going to die, but we've got a chance right now. The other thing we could do is not play either of those and play Space Prism instead. Kind of like that. Play the Space Prism here, because we want to use this center floor later. Okay. I am worried about killing Chains the Sighted there. That's my main concern, being able to kill that. So we're at the point where we've got Ember Drain for days, so there's no reason not to play Perils of Production on this guy. So let's do it. Also, good turn to play Excavated Ember. We got an Umbra Assault, which we can not kill anything with, sadly. I want to purge this. I want to play Razor Sharp Edge. I want to play that other Crucible Warden, but I don't know if we can yet successfully. It's what I would use my Morsel Master with. I would put the Crucible Warden and the Morsel Master in the center. We could just get more morsels some turn, but this Umbra Assault definitely isn't doing it. Unless we play Glimmer first? No, not really. Glimmer could kill the front one at the top, which means we would kill this one too. That's pretty nice. Let's do that. So, Glimmer at the top. And we also play Root Seeds here. And then I think we play nothing, or we play the Umbra Assault just to consume it, since it's not doing much anymore. I would love for it to have done something, but if it's not doing much, let's just hit one of those with it. Okay. I'm worried about Chains the Sighted. Because Chains the Sighted has a lot of health. Okay, we did get a Steel Polyclaw, which is nice. We got the 2 Excavated Embers, which is also pretty nice. The Cannibalize, it would be nice to be able to use that helpfully. Don't know if we're going to. The dead weight doesn't help. Weight of Contrition, Excavated Ember. Okay, we got a Perils of Production, which we play on our main guy. Okay, you know what? This is now pretty good, because now we can play the Morsel Jeweler somewhere else and cannibalize it. Let's do that. Cannibalize this Morsel Jeweler to get 2 more Morsel Jewelers and an Umbra morsel. My least favorite of the morsels, but you know what? We'll do it. We'll take it anyway. We can play both Root Seeds and still be able to draw our Abandoned Umbra card. Steel Pulleyclaw can kill something. Can't kill everything, but it can kill something. It could kill this one, the Darkwings, because it's 6 times 4. Yeah, and that killing the Darkwings also means that these guys don't get armor if other things die, which is actually really nice. Okay. The Glimmer could also kill stuff at the bottom, which is pretty nice too. Okay, great. I think that turn went very well, actually. And we have no problem killing Chains the Sighted either. Not this turn, but next turn. Okay, we got a Rubble Morsel, which means we can play cards. We can play a card at least. Weight of Contrition, we kind of want to play that, but you know, we might play something else instead. We might play the Nexus Spike instead. Because then we get Gem Trove for more morsels. Really like that. I think I'd rather play the Nexus Spike, but do I need to play the Glimmer? Because we kind of depend on this Glimmer a lot, and it has holdover for a reason. But maybe we don't. And instead we play Nexus Spike. I don't know. Hard choices. We're going to play Root Seeds. Don't like the Weight of Contrition in the deck, but it's not the worst thing to have. How badly do I want the Nexus Spike? Let's do the Nexus Spike. Okay, so we get hit by the Weight of Contrition. We can play this Glimmer somewhere. I think it might be helpful if we do it here, and probably no other place. So we do it there. Weight of Contrition does me 3 damage. Not too worried about that. Okay. We need to kill things a little bit faster at the top. I would love to make it faster somehow. Cannibalize costs 0, right, because we played that one thing. So we could cannibalize our Edge Prior this turn. So we could play Rubble Morsel, and then we could play Edge Prior and cannibalize it, which seems worthwhile, I think. Edge Prior, cannibalize. 2 Magma Morsels, very nice. Okay. So now you're killing everything at the top this turn, which is very good. We never played this other Crucible Warden. Just never had a time where it seemed worthwhile. Alright, let's take another damage from Blights in my hand, but otherwise feel good about what we're doing. We got 2 Perils of Production this turn, so we can get tons of Ember and a lot more attack on our guy, which is good too. Alright. the plink, you know? The plink could kill those, but it has a better chance of killing this one. So we're going to do it up here. Great. We got a rubble morsel. Even more ember this turn. We want to play 2 of the cards that give us more cards. So those are going to be the root seeds. We want to play Glimmer at the bottom twice. Oh, we can't play it twice. This is the Purge one. Okay. I actually think we're doing well. We're going to win. We're at the Relentless Phase, and we already win. Alright. I'm going to play the Perils of Production, primarily so that I can play Weight of Contrition. And you know what? Let's play the Glimmer here to kill those guys as well. Okay. We win. There we go. Stealthiest Bosses. We did it. There was a couple of very difficult battles in that one, but at the end we kind of did just fine. And we did get to Divinity Master one card. The one card that I took simply to Divinity Master it. There it is, the Edge Prior. Wonderful. Ember Drain applied, 196. Great. New Divine Win. Damage Shield applied, 1016. Almost double my previous best. Wow. And then Ember Drain, we edged above that as well. 196 Ember Drain applied. I feel great about that one. We defeated what I thought was going to be one of the more challenging expert challenges, and we did quite well. All right. More next time. As of this run, I have won on the max Covenant rank with 8 of the clan combinations. That's over 1/4 of all combinations. I also won an expert challenge and have now won over 1/4 of all expert challenges. I mastered 1 new card. There are now 32 cards left for me to Divinity Master. On the right, I am featuring Pyrewings, because they are terrifying with the Duality Mutator. If I didn't have a deck that could function on 0 Ember, I would have lost due to these enemies. Chains the Sighted was legitimately the scariest boss this run. I honestly could have lost on the first battle. On the left, 3 new cards reach my 10 battle threshold this run. I am quite proud to have played with cards and artifacts I haven't used often before. Wilting Sapwood was one of those, one of my several methods of gaining Ember during combat. As well as Steel Polyclaw, which I heavily depended on to snatch 1 unit out of a pile-up that my minions were having difficulty destroying. For artifacts, I also had 2 reach my 10 battle threshold, and 1 for which I've played with for the first time. That one is the Bloating Fungus. It didn't do that much this run. It made my Wildwood sap a little better, which was rarely important. Brute Split Mask, however, reaches my 10 battle threshold, and it was essential for this win. Although responsible for enemies piling up at the top, they at least didn't make it to my pyre before my units finally managed to kill them. Check out my tracking sheet, link in the video description. New episodes every Saturday, and thanks for watching.